Hi, welcome to the first demo flight of the new FQ777 model. This is the 951C. So this is a nano quadcopter, in practice a little bit larger than a real nano, such for example the 610A. As you can see, there is probably something like 10-15% more larger than this small companion. Anyway, there are some good news with this model. First of all, you have some larger motors. They are now 6mm by 15, so associated with you have larger props, if I can give you the size comparison. So before to fly it, I'm sure it will be much more sporty than the 610, for example. Down on the front panel, you can guess the small camera. This is a 0.3 megapixel camera, so probably a VGA format. And the lateral side, you can insert the provided 2 GB micro SD card. Another good news, you have a LiPo, removable, so it's pretty good. It's one LCD LiPo, of course, 150 mAh, ending with the mini 1.25 mini JST connector. The polarities are not inverted, so if you have already a GJC H20C, don't mix this battery, or you will cook respectively this model if you swap the battery. The total weight is around 20 grams. No power switch, that's maybe the first drawback. The radio is very basic, too small in my point of view. You will need 3 AAA batteries, NEMH batteries are working, and you have a basic button. So here is the power switch. The speed mode are done by this lateral slider here, and on the bumpers, the left one is to engage photo, or if you long press to turn on or off the videos. The right bumpers, if you shortly press, it will make flips, or long press to turn headless. Okay, let's go for a flight. Okay, I will turn on the quadcopter. You can guess the LEDs, not so visible in the light, but you have some red on front and blue on the rear. To calibrate the quadcopter, you have to press the bow stick in lower outer position like this, and it should calibrate it. You have to arm the quadcopter by pushing the throttle up and down, and the transmitter LEDs become solid. Now it's armed. Okay, so let's go for takeoff, and I will long press to start recording. So this is the yaw rate in a beginner mode. As you can see, it's rather slow. So the beginner rate is of course to offer some stable flight, and you can notice the sound of some 6. Yes, it's punchy, that's pretty good, but you can hear the sound of the 6mm by 15 motors. They are a little bit more loud than the 12mm for real nanos. Okay, so I will engage the 60%, yes, and the yaw is improved luckily, and yes, and I found the yaw in intermediate mode 60% still a little bit too slow in my point of view, but the pitch and roll are already pretty fast. Okay, let's engage the 100%. Yes, the yaw is improved. Yes, it's much more flyable in 100% paradoxically. Seems to be quite wind resistant. Hope you can see and try to fly it smoothly. Yes, it's pretty fast. Okay, let's try to do a flip. Flips are tight. Okay, I will stop recording by long press. fumée. definitively a sporty nanos. I would prefer this CEO for the intermediate rate. It would have been perfect, but it's a pretty nice nanos, very sporty compared to a classic CX10 from Cherson. The LEDs are not so visible, so actually I cannot really guess if there is already the LVC alarm. It seems to be not. So night flying capacities are probably a little bit limited. Pretty nice. Clips are very tight. You have an endless mode, as usual. You have to long press the right bumper button, and yes, it's working. It's still working well. Whatever I did, yes, as you can see, no problem. So the headless is very efficient because I did it a lot. Okay, I stopped the headless. The flying time seems to be great too. And I think you can mode these nanos to install probably 200 milliamps per worth. Very nice. No LVC alarm yet. Pretty good. So with such model, you know, the weakest part are probably the motors. So I strongly advise each time to buy some spare motors. Okay, stock at least one clockwise and one counterclockwise motor. They are standard 6mm by 15. It can take some UDI model or whatever. They are pretty standard. Oops. Okay, I reached LVC, I think. Okay, so it was the first demo flight of this FQ777-951C, including 0.3 megapixel camera. We'll see how good is this VGA camera. But first of all, it's a sporty model, so a little bit more sporty than the classic Cherson, so more adapted to outdoors flight. But I a little bit regret the slow ER mode for the 30-60% mode. Okay. But from the stick, 100% it's very nice and more sporty. So what I really like, I didn't show, but I will show in my unboxing video, is how easy to install, to remove the prop guards. That's a pretty cool system. Okay, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.